Hello, thank you for joining me for episode 8. We're going to be doing even more mining. I'm picking up like literally exactly where I left off. So basically, we're in this cave and I mined some diamonds, mined some redstone, I mined some coal, and fought a bunch of mobs. Yeah, y'all already know the mining experience. I don't have to explain it. Just mined. It's kind of a vibe. So I'm going to be doing more of that. I'm just going to be mining all this coal. And then once I've gotten enough, I'm probably going to just build a staircase back up, which will end up leading back into this cave. So when I want to come back again, if I want to come back again, I can just come back and be in my little mining shelter. Oh, this is where I dug my way into that other cave. That's like right above the one I'm in right now. I'd be really interested to be able to go into spectator mode and actually kind of see the caves, like how they've generated. See like the difference in how caves look in this version versus now. I was actually watching this really interesting Minecraft video about these things called sinkholes that actually occur with modern cave generation, where apparently in modern generation, there's this like factor called weirdness level, which literally just influences like how crazy the terrain is. So if the weirdness is high, it could be like a bunch of like random mountains and hills and maybe even those floating islands that you don't see much of anymore. It's just look really weird. But sometimes the weirdness value gets so high that with the new terrain generation, the new cave generation, I mean, it will actually cause these basically sinkholes to form where the cave, like the really expansive caves, will be so big, so tall that it'll actually make a hole in the surface, and that'll go all the way down to the very bottom, usually all the way down the bedrock. So you'll just be walking. Sometimes they even occur in the ocean, but you could be like walking, and suddenly you'll see this precipice that's going all the way down the bedrock, just like dead drop straight down. But it's just like this giant hole. And they look super cool too. Like they look intentional. Like if you look it up, you'll see it, and just look up like. Okay, I won't even lie. I had to get up just now, and I totally forgot what I was talking about. Completely forgot where I was at. The only thing I remember was that I was mining coal and redstone, but I probably don't want to mine this redstone because it's really annoying to mine. I might come back for it later if I need it for like a build. I guess I just do redstone, but I'm probably just gonna leave it behind. So I wanted to get a few stacks of coal, and it looks like this entire part of the cave's already been mined out. So I'm gonna seek out some more exposed coal. I bet you if I dug out all these patches of dirt, there'd probably be plenty of coal. But I'm not that desperate for coal. Minecraft zombies be like, bruh. Okay. So Okay, that was an exceptionally spooky cave noise. That was a really bad cave noise. I don't know what was that zombie walking at? It was going this way. Maybe maybe there's something in this cave with me. Maybe Herobrine really is in this cave. I've entered the domain of Herobrine. Man, I remember back when like these kids would call it Herobrine. Oh my god, it's Herobrine, it's Herobrine. Oh my god, that made me so mad people said that. Or Hero Brian. You guys remember when people used to say Hero Brian? Oh, I haven't even like made this part of the cave safe yet. I wouldn't even care if you blew up. You know what? I actually want you to blow up. Actually, no, I don't. What am I talking about? Oh, just wasted that torch. Oh, I think we just found a mob spawner, baby. Oh, and some more diamonds. Wow. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Like and subscribe. Oh, that actually is really lucky, though. It actually is lucky. I'm pretty sure this is a mob spawner. Don't know why else it'd be cobblestone unless it's Herobrine. Let's make some more torches real quick. Oh my god, this is the part of the cave. No way. No way. This is the part of the cave where I was like, oh man, I won't even go up here. It's like too dangerous. I won't even. Wait. I'm on level 19. So diamonds spawn above 19 in this version. So they actually spawn above level 12 then. That I did not know that was part of the game. I did not know. Damn. And I cannot seem to get out of this water. Okay, I don't have any more. Like, I mean, I can make some more sticks. It's no big deal. I have some more gold. I'm gonna need that for trading with the piglins. You know that actually, that the original intention of villages was that it was going to be inhabited by pigmen. So the zombie pigmen weren't just going to be zombie pigmen; they were actually going to have like living counterparts. Because, you know, zombie pigmen didn't make any sense because there's no like living counterparts. So how can they be zombie pigmen if there's no living pigmen? Like, I guess you kind of assume that they're like an extinct species and they all died and went to hell because they were evil or something. But I don't know. I mean, but no, it was intended that villages were going to be inhabited by pigmen. Instead, we got the Squidwards. And I like the villagers, but pigmen would have been so much cooler. Would have been even cooler if they acted like pigmen in like zombie pigmen, where if you attack them, they become aggressive. So they don't just, or if you try to like steal their stuff, they become aggressive. So they don't just let you murder and rob them without any consequences. Like, I feel like villages just exist to be like easy loot. You know, because, today you start a new game and the first thing you do is look for villages so you can ransack them. You don't even look for them so that you can actually like interact, like trade with the villagers. And if you do, you capture the villagers and then make them into your like slaves, your little trade slaves. I actually saw this like really dark Minecraft animation where Steve like captures the villagers and they're like slaves. They're like addicted to emeralds, so they're like in these tiny cages and they give him like his lantern or whatever. And man, there's a lot of zombies. Like right here, there's a lot of zombies. And then he like gives him an emerald and they're like, oh my god, oh thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh. You know? Oh, oh. Man, I gotta stop playing so recklessly. There we go. These zombies are making so much noise. They make so much noise, hurts my ears. Make my ears hurt. Have you guys ever seen the animation Minecraft fail? If you know, you know. I won't explain it, but if you know, you know. Minecraft fail. It sounds innocent enough, but might be one of those things that's not even worth a search. But if you know, you know. Do people even really make like good Minecraft animations anymore? I remember when I was a kid, I was addicted to Minecraft animations, but I don't think there's really any like big Minecraft animators. Oh, you know what? Actually, you know what I really liked was those Minecraft machinimas. Like, does anyone remember Exploding TNT? Where he did those videos? He was one of them. There were a bunch that did videos like that, where it was like just like a little Minecraft like skit video type thing. Those are like so nostalgic for me. I don't go like I'm pretty sure something like happened with Exploding TNT, but I don't really know because I don't really care. But yeah, I used to watch his videos, and they were really entertaining. And I used to play on his server, it's like called TNT.net. I miss when Minecraft servers were a thing. Like they still exist, but they've kind of like fallen off. Like I don't think that many people really play on servers anymore. Like I know Hypixel is still this huge server, but that's like really the only big server left. I distinctly remember going back to all these servers I used to play on when I was a kid, and they're all deserted, and it was really sad. Like when I first started playing again back in like 2019, with the Village and Pillage update that everyone started playing again. But yeah. Yeah, those were... So if you're not playing on Hypixel, multiplayer is pretty much dead. You know, the only servers that exist now are these like hub-based servers with these pay-to-win mechanics. And it's just suck. Where you have these like prison servers, and I like a good prison server. So, you know, I used to enjoy going on a good 1 week long prison server binge. Or, but you know, those are all like pay to win these days. Or those hub-based servers like the Skyblock servers. I remember there was a server called Omega Realm, and it was owned by this YouTuber called Zexysec, and he did this like really funny Minecraft trolling series that went on for like 200 parts. And I played on this server, and there was this mode. It's called Universe. So it had Skyblock, and I like to play on the server Skyblock where you have a Skyblock. But there's this other one. Oh, thank you for mining that for me. It would have taken me like 2 minutes to mine it otherwise. But in Universe, you had a huge island, and there was like a shop too. I mean, and oh look, I'm back at my base, and like a whole like economy. Obviously, because that's like a thing with Minecraft servers. They have like a economy. Well, this was when well, so if you guys ever played on that server, then you'd know that the island you had was like really big, and people would like trade building materials, like literally trading building materials with each other, stuff like that, like rare building materials to build these epic structures on their islands, or they'd make their islands have like mini games on the island. You could make mini games like little mazes or like enemy spawners like battle rooms and that kind of thing, or you could have like you know let's split this into three. And this was back when banners were actually like a new feature, and every server that had involved like trading with other players and had like an actual economy, dude, banners were like a part of it, like a huge part of the trading scene in these servers. So I want to get a few more stacks of coal and then leave. So I was one of those people. I was a banner merchant on that server in that particular game mode. So I would look up these tutorials on, I have acquired a slime. Okay, my directive has changed. My mission has changed. Okay, so this is a slime chunk. This right here is a slime chunk. So I'm gonna mark this. I'm gonna mark this with a wooden pillar to show that. Oh, I love the little slimes. They're so cute. Oh my god. I love little slimes. I love little slimes. I'm taking this guy with me. No, but so I ended up looking up these YouTube tutorials on how to make these really cool banners. And then I would make them, and they were kind of convoluted. Like I remember there's one I would make where it'd be like a fox face, stuff like that. There was even this was, mind you, this was before pillagers were added. So they'd make like banners, like people would make banners of like a villager face, or they would make banners of like a gray villager or a red villager, a yellow villager. But if you made a gray villager, then you were making a pillager. You were making an ominous banner. You didn't even realize you were making an ominous banner. So it's kind of funny when I saw, like, when I came back to the game during the Village Pillage update, and I saw the ominous banner, and I was like, wait, this is literally... I used to make these banners, I would sell them. But I overcharged people. But all these kids back then, they were so gullible, they just bought them. And I became super rich. Well, somewhere in between, when I came back to that server, and like barely anyone was playing on it anymore. And this is my, I wish I had a name tag so bad. If I had a name tag, I could actually name it, and it would be my pet. Aww, look at it. I love the little baby slimes. Okay, you're gonna stay here. We'll see if you haven't despawned by the time I get back. But yeah. So I came back, and somewhere in there, apparently everyone's player data had been wiped out, or my player data had been wiped out or something, because I came back and I had nothing. And my island was reset. I'd lost everything. I had this huge, like, mansion, and I had all these little mini games for people. People would come to my island and play all my little mini games. See, that cave noise doesn't faze me. It's not even that scary. But no, not anymore. And then there was this one called Skyblock. I mean, I don't have to explain Skyblock. But it was like a Skyblock on a server. Well,
it wasn't very special. I mean, it was Skyblock, but on a service. There were other Skyblock people, and there was a hub, and it was more interesting to me to play it like that. Plus, I didn't know how to download the original Skyblock map, so I was like, oh, I'll just play it on the server. It's easy. Well, the caveat, well, not caveat, but the unique thing about this server was that I'm pretty sure this was Omega Realm. It might have been a different server. I don't remember. But basically, this Skyblock, the Skyblocks were in the same world, which means that if you bridged far enough away from your Skyblock, you could eventually reach another person's Skyblock. So this was one of my favorite things I used to do back when I was like a kid playing this game. I'd make a bridge going all the way over to my neighbor's Skyblock, but eventually it stopped you from building after you got so far. And the first time I did it, and the way it does it is so rude. You're like bridging, and you place the block, and the block immediately disappears. So I'm bridging, and then I place it, and it just disappears, and I fall. So I go back, and I realize that I had come across another player's skyblock. Because I could see their skyblock in the distance. So I built, I tried to communicate. So I built this giant sign that just said like, hello. It's so stupid. So when they would log back on, they would see their, they would see my sign, my communication. So when I logged back on, they had seen it and they had built a bridge. Because basically the way it worked was there was like an area that was like your zone, and your zone was immediately on top of another, like bordered with another person's zone. Well, so if you built a bridge all the way to the end of your zone, then they could build a bridge going all the way to your bridge, if that makes sense. So they saw my message and they built a bridge going all the way to my bridge. So when I came back online the next day, they were there. They were like on my island. So they had just seen it, and it was like, whoa. It was like really interesting. Like I was like, oh my god, it's all connected. So we ended up making a whole network of Skyblocks. So it was like a whole Skyblock community of people that had bridged to each other's islands. Those were good times. And I was the founder of the Skyblock network. Because then I went to their island. I could see everything they were doing. And you weren't supposed to be able to go. Like, it was like an oversight, I guess. Well, I went over there, and it was kind of cool. Like, we explored each other's islands, and we, like, talked to each other. And we would get on at about the same time each day, so it was, like, me and that guy. It was actually two. They were a duo. They were two friends. We'd get on, we'd kind of, like, hang out. But we bridged to people's islands. And eventually we interconnected, like, 3 or 4 islands, maybe, like, 5 islands of people. Because, eventually you would run into a dead island. So it'd be an island that was there, but the player that was on that island wasn't active anymore. So it just stayed there as a permanent barrier, and you couldn't really go around it. But we had a pocket, and the pocket was all connected to each other. So that was unintentional, but it was like so cool. It was like you were discovering new people. Yeah, those were good times. Yeah, and multiplayer experiences like that just don't exist in this game anymore. Now it's all about PvP, and that's really the only thing that's alive anymore. Either PvP or like really stupid hub-based like pay-to-win servers that usually involve PvP. And my pickaxe is about to break on me. It just broke on me. Makes me kind of sad because that was like the most fun thing. That was like servers like that, experiences like that were like the most fun thing to me. Yeah. I wish that server was still alive. Omega Realm. Man, I wish that YouTuber XC6 still upload. He was one of my favorite YouTubers when I was a kid. His Minecraft trolling videos were so funny. I don't know if he still makes. If he does, he's probably just does like Fortnite or something. All these YouTubers I used to like as a kid, they all do Fortnite now. They jump. They're like, man, I swear, Minecraft like fell off in in like 2016, and everybody jumped ship to like the next game that all the kids are into, Fortnite. You know? Okay, I having a Minecraft moment. I'm getting lost in the caves. Well, I know I didn't come from that way. Okay, this is the room that I opened up, and it was like filled with mobs. Yeah. Okay, I'm retracing my steps. This is where I dug in, and it was filled with mobs. Okay, and then this is the slime chunk. Okay. So my little shelter is going to be right here. And my pet is still there. I want to take him back to my house. I didn't get that much coal. So let's just get some more. Getting a pretty good amount of iron too. Gold. Hmm. I really feel like tools just don't last as long as they do in modern Minecraft. Creeper must have just fell in lava just now. Okay. The intrusive thoughts are telling me to just like kill it. but you know, I mean, that wouldn't be very nice of me. Alright, you stay here. You stay here. That's my pet. Because I love those little slimes, just so adorable. Like, honestly, I wish that the little slimes... I mean, I like putting a name tag on them and making them a pet. But I wish you could actually, like, tame the small ones. Like, tame. Like, you can tame a wolf, so it doesn't just despawn. And maybe you can tell it... Maybe if you could make, like, a slime chair, and it'll just sit there and just be, like, and look all cute. Maybe you feed it slime balls, and maybe eventually it'll grow. If you give it enough slime balls, it'll become a bigger slime. And eventually it'll become like a normal slime, and then a big slime. And then what if you could dye the slime? So it starts off green, but you could dye it like blue or red or black with dye. So you could like customize your pet. And once it gets bigger, it can actually fight for you. So once it becomes like a really big slime, it'll fight for you like a wolf. And once it becomes a really big slime, it'll be super strong. You know, it'll just be like a monster. Just throwing out an idea. Honestly, oh, there must be a lava pit over here. Aha. Honestly, there's probably already a mod that lets you do that. In fact, I guarantee you there's already a mod that lets you do that. Yeah, I think that lava's pretty contained. So, and there's nothing in here. I guess a spider just spawned in the lava, I don't know. Yeah, but... And then if your pet slime dies, it'll split off into more pet slimes. Like, if it dies, it'll split. And those slimes will already be tamed. But that might be overpowered. So maybe not. Not sure about it. Ooh. Man, get out of here. Oh, that must have been like, that skeleton must have had Herobrine's protection. As soon as I killed it, it made a cave noise. Meh, I don't really care. I don't really care. Don't really know what I need gunpowder for. Unless I wanted to, like, just blow up a mountain. Just to flatten land. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe I'll find another mob spawner. This video might run a little long. It's a lot of redstone, that's for sure. If I'm in a realm with a friend, and that friend is one of those like redstone people that just understands redstone, I'd be the one mining all the redstone. I'd be like, oh yeah, just just make things happen on their own. I'll just mine redstone for you. I kind of like being the guy that just gathers resources. It's kind of soothing to me to just like mine or just cut down trees, but especially mine. Like, oh yeah, I'll just mine iron all day long. But I remember when I was a kid, I had this realm with these bunch of friends just back in high school. And there's one guy, oh my god, he was so weird. I don't talk to him anymore. He was such a weird dude. I mean, we were friends. He was just really weird. And he would just, he would get on every single day. And I swear to God, this guy, he literally had a tunnel. And like a huge tunnel. Like 30 blocks wide and 2 blocks tall. And he would just dig that tunnel. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of blocks. And all the cobblestone he gathered, he wouldn't use silk touch or anything. He would just gather the cobblestone. And then he would smelt it in his array of like 20 furnaces. And he would smelt that into stone and then make that into smooth stone. And by smooth stone, I mean like the newer smooth stone. So you just go down into his little cave. Like you'd be going down the mine shaft, and then you'd turn and you'd see all his furnaces and his like 100 chests literally all full of the smooth stone. That you can't even craft stone tools with, so you just had this smooth stone. And I'd be like, man, why? And then you see his tunnel. And it was an achievement in its own right. It was just this tunnel that went on for like miles. He's like, oh, I'm just mining. He's just be like, why? When was the last time you've been to the surface? It was like every once in a while, someone would go down there and bring him some food. He'd be like, "Can you guys bring me some food?" Be like, "Oh yeah, sure." We'd go down there with some food, with some cooked potatoes, and then just look in his tunnel. And he had dug so far, you wouldn't even see his player model. You would just see the blocks disappearing because he's just digging and digging and digging. And it's not like he was digging on Y level 11, so he wasn't looking for diamonds. He was just digging. So he was just getting iron and stuff. And that was all he did. That was the only thing he did. Eventually, we started taking all of the smooth stone and just building everything out of smooth stone. Like, we just built these huge statues out of smooth stone. And that was all he did. We'd always be like, man, why don't you, like, come up here? He's like, nah, I'm digging. Don't you want to kill the dragon? No, I don't want to kill the dragon. I'm digging my hole. That was the... But, that's just a part of the game he liked, was just mining. So that's what he did the entire time. Just mined. Sometimes I wonder where like the weird kids went. You know how in school you just had that kid that was like really weird, like just really strange. Not in a bad way, they're just like really eccentric, and I'm just thinking like, man, where are they today? Are they like are they like wildly successful? Did they get like or did they like conform to society, the adult world, or are they just like alleyway somewhere, or like under a bridge somewhere? Like I wonder where that guy is today. I wonder if he just has like a really like lame 9 to 5 job, and then he just comes home and he boots up Minecraft and just does that exact thing. And he has one world, and the only thing he does in that world is just dig that tunnel, and he's dug it like halfway to the world border. And when he reaches the world border, digging that 30 block by 2 block tunnel, eventually he'll just turn around and just walk 30 million blocks all the way back to where he started, and then do it in the other direction. So he just has this tunnel going all the way to world border. And if he had made like if he had documented that he did that, made like a YouTube video or something, or like even a Reddit. Oh, oh my god. Oh, it's okay. I stand. Apparently, oh, they just die. They don't split. They just die. Oh, I can't do that. I can't do that to this. I can't do that to this slime. No, man, I can't do that. There's no way. I couldn't bring myself to kill the baby slime. No, I can't bring myself to do that to the baby slime. That's just not right. That's just not right. Okay, I've gotten a lot of coal. Alright. I've got a lot of coal. I think it might be just about time. I think this is where I initially came down. Here should be my little shelter. Okay. So. And my pet's still here. My little baby is still here. My little baby that I adopted. Something just fell in the lava. Like, I swear someday I'm gonna see, like, a post. Just like, check out my tunnel I dug all the way to the world border and back. And people are gonna be like, no, you just used hacks. You just used World Edit or whatever. Imagine you see a streamer walking from one end of my tunnel to the other and just walking for hours. And people would watch it. People would just watch this man, like, walking through the tunnel and just, it's just not even, like, saying that much. Just walking and walking and walking. Okay, but all in all, okay. So we have a little over a stack of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6 stacks of coal. 13 gold and 5 diamonds. So I have 9 in total. And some slime balls. And some brown mushrooms. This is the best part. And 3 stacks of redstone. So that's, I'd say that's a pretty good amount of mining for now. I should be set on coal for a while, set on diamonds, iron. Yeah. So, yep. I'd say that would do it for this episode. Thank you very much for joining me. And if you did, but honestly, by now, my views are probably tapered off to 0, so I'll just make this for myself at this point. But if you did enjoy, thank you very much for watching, and I will see y'all for the next episode.